Hi guys, this is Big Phil from Big Phil TV. Once again, I'm back to another video. This time, we're going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra to the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. These are the two big and greatest smartphones from Samsung in 2021. And I've received a lot of comments from you guys talking about which is better, which should you buy, which is going to be a great value for your money. That's the reason why I want to compare it. I want us to talk about these two smartphones and see which one is really a good value for your money. Without wasting much time, let's check it out. Let's get right into the video. Let's start this comparison video by talking about the design of these two smartphones. And when you hold these two smartphones in your hand and looking at them from the front glass, from the front display, they're very similar. I mean, even though the Galaxy S21 Ultra is 1 inch bigger than the Galaxy S21 Plus, but they feel and look the same when you're looking at them from the front display. Because the screen is edge to edge, what Samsung called the infinity screen, and there is just a hole punch camera for the selfie camera in the top. That's all. Both of them is the same. They look exactly the same from that angle. But when you turn it from the back, that's where you realize there is a huge difference, because the Galaxy S21 Plus has 5 cameras. So where a lot of people can tell that, hey, you have the Galaxy S21 Ultra or you have the S Plus, is from the back. The cameras, 5 on the Ultra, 3 on the Plus. And we're going to talk more about the cameras later in the video. And when you're looking from one angle, one side of the phone is the same. There's no button. On the other side, we have the power button, plus and minus, so it's all the same. From the top, there is the microphones is on the top, and from the bottom, it's exactly the same. There is the SIM card slot, USB Type-C for charging, and one speaker. And both smartphones also have stereo speakers, which is great. And these two smartphones have an in-display fingerprint to unlock the device, which both work the same. They're really fast and really good, much improved from the previous ones that Samsung were using on the previous Galaxy S20 of last year. This is much improved and it works really good. And when it comes to the colors, these two smartphones comes in a bunch of colors. I'm really happy that Samsung did a great job this year. They've been listening to the consumers. They brought out a lot of colors. That means you have a lot of colors to choose from. For the Galaxy S21 Plus, it comes in 6 colors. There is a Phantom Violet, which on my opinion, it is the best to me. I don't know. Most people say the Phantom Red and the Phantom Gold are good. But to me, the Phantom Violet is my #1 color that I like. There's the Phantom Black, the Phantom Silver, the Phantom Pink, the Phantom Gold, and the Phantom Red. I don't know why Samsung put the word Phantom. And for the Galaxy S21 Ultra, it comes in 5 colors. There is the Phantom Black, which that's what I'm getting. That's the best, amazing color, the best black ever. There is also the Phantom Silver, the Phantom Titanium, the Phantom Navy, and the Phantom Brown. 5 colors. So you just have a lot of colors to choose from. Unlike previous years where smartphones were coming out just in 2 colors, either black, silver, or sometimes white. But now, wow, amazing. A lot of colors. Even Apple did the same thing this year. Apple brought out the iPhone 12 with a bunch of colors. So I'm really happy that this smartphones company are listening to the people, listening to the consumers, and bringing out different colors, so people have a lot of colors to choose from. Yeah. And now let's talk about the display. And the display is going to be one of the reasons why a lot of people decided to stay away from the Galaxy S21 Plus and go for the Ultra. These two phones have very similar display sizes. The Galaxy S21 Ultra has 6.8 inches. The Galaxy S21 Plus has 6.7 inches. But when it comes to the resolution, the Galaxy S21 Ultra is amazing. It has far better display resolution than the Galaxy S21 Plus. The Galaxy S21 Plus just have a 1080. Like, come on, Samsung. It's a Plus. You have a name on it, Plus. Then you are giving a 1080 display. It should have even be like a 2K display. It could be better. But 1080 is, I mean, if you check it out, check out these two videos side by side, you realize that the Galaxy S21 Ultra display is amazing. The black is deep black, the colors are vibrant, it just so contrasts, much better to watch a lot of videos. Watching Netflix videos on your Galaxy S21 Ultra is going to be an amazing experience, but on the Galaxy S21 Plus, nah. But when it comes to the refresh rate, they're both the same. 120 hertz refresh rate, which it can goes right down to 10 hertz to conserve or to save battery. But when you're using the phone, as you're scrolling down, it goes up to 120. And I'm a huge fan of 120. And the display of these two smartphones are covered with the strongest glass, according to Samsung, the strongest glass ever on a smartphone, which is called the Gorilla Glass Victus, which Samsung says is going to be much resistant to scratches. But we're going to say with regular day-to-day uses, with a lot of different drop-in, put it on places, put it in the bag on different places, we're going to see how strong and how good these glasses are when it comes to resisting scratches. Yeah, but I'm happy that both smartphones have the same type of glass, but the glass on the back is a regular Gorilla Glass, but the glass on the front is the toughest, the strongest glass ever. And when it comes to the performance, these two smartphones are exactly the same. They both have the Snapdragon 888, which is the newest, the fastest, and really good processor. But the Snapdragon 888 is only available for the US and the China market. But for other countries, it's the Exynos 2100, which I don't know if there's a big difference between the Snapdragon and the Exynos, because I've used Snapdragon before, I've used Exynos, and I didn't really see a difference between both. But a lot of people are saying there is a huge difference, and they're saying the Snapdragon is better than the Exynos. Yeah, I don't know. And these two smartphones are also running on the Android 11 with Samsung One UI 3. Man, the Samsung One UI 3 is amazing. Samsung have done a great job. They have improved it so much so that now, I mean, when you use it, oh, you're going to love it, because it makes navigating this big screen, this huge display, very easy. Like one-handed mode is the best. I did a video about this One UI 3. I'll drop the link in the description below. You guys can check it out. It's amazing software, really good. The storage capacity of these two devices are completely different. That's because the Galaxy S21 Ultra comes in three different storage. We have the 128 gigabyte, the 256 gigabyte, and the 512. And if you're buying the 128 and the 256, it comes with 12 gigabyte of RAM, which is a lot. Then when you go higher to the 512 gigabyte, you have 16 gigabyte of RAM. That's insane. Just think about that. 16 gigabyte of RAM on a smartphone. It's crazy. But if you're going for the S21 Plus, it comes only with two storage, 128 and 256. There is no 512, which is sad. And unfortunately, there is no SD card slot. So if you're buying the S21 Plus with no SD card slot, and you're going to be shooting a lot of 8K video, it's not going to go anywhere, because 8K video takes so much storage. I mean, even 4K video at 60 frames takes so much storage. Then imagine 8K at 24 frames per second. So you're going to run out of storage space if you're buying the S21 Plus and you're shooting a lot of 8K video. And the RAM, if you're buying the S21 Plus, it comes only with 8 gigabyte of RAM. So if you're buying any of these smartphones for content creation, where you're going to be shooting a lot of 4K videos, or you love shooting the 8K videos, or you love taking a lot of photos, then the greatest option is going to be the S21 Ultra, because one, it comes with a lot of cameras. We're going to talk about the camera later. And two, it comes with more storage space, 512, and more RAM, 16 gigabyte of RAM. So you're going to need all that. But if you're just buying the phone for content consumption, watching videos, Netflix videos, YouTube, checking emails, and normal browsing, texting, Then the S21 Plus, it's fine, it's good. 8GB of RAM is great. And talking about the cameras, that's another section where there is a huge difference between the Galaxy S21 Ultra and the S21 Plus. That's because the S21 Ultra have 5 cameras. I mean, I consider it to be 5 cameras, but there is 1 laser autofocus and 4 main cameras. And those 4 main cameras are incredible. There is one 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with f2.2. There is a 108 megapixel wide angle camera with f1.8. And there are two 10 megapixel telephoto cameras with one has f2.4 and the second have f4.9. And on this Ultra, you have a space zoom, which means you can zoom in up to 100 times when taking a photo. That's incredible. Imagine that, taking photos in a long distance. So it's really going to be good. And for the Galaxy S21 Plus, there are 3 cameras, 3 main cameras. The first is a 12 megapixel ultra wide f2.2. The second is a 12 megapixel wide angle f1.8. And the third is a 64 megapixel telephoto f2.0. So 3 main cameras, but there is no space zoom here, or you can only zoom, according to Samsung, you can zoom in up to 30 times, which the Ultra is better 100 times versus 30 times zoom. And video shooting on these two smartphones are completely the same. You can shoot 8K at 24 frames per second, 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second, 1080 at 30 or 60 or 240 frames per second, 720 at 960 frames per second. And you can also shoot HDR10 plus videos with these two smartphones. So when it comes to video shooting, they are both completely the same. But it's going to be based now on the resolution, because the Galaxy S21 Ultra have bigger and much better cameras. Even have a camera of up to 108 megapixels, so you can shoot sharp and better resolution camera videos or photos with the Ultra than the S Plus. The selfie camera of the S21 Ultra is also better because it has 40 megapixel f2.2, while that of the Plus is 10 megapixel f2.2. So you see, even the selfie camera there is much better. You can take great low light photos with the Ultra 40 megapixel than the 10 megapixel of the S Plus. And talking about the battery of these two smartphones, I'm not going to say there's a huge difference, but there is a little bit of difference between the S21 Ultra and the S21 Plus. That's because the S21 Ultra have 5,000 milliamps, while the S21 Plus have 4,800 milliamps. So it's not really a big difference. And considering the fact that the S21 has a bigger display, better resolution, better brightness, everything is much bigger there as compared to the S Plus. So the difference is not that much. And also you can charge these devices very fast, like 25 watt. Which a lot of people are saying it's not that too fast, considering that other Chinese companies are coming up with 40, 50, 60 watt charging. 25 is nothing, but to me, 25 is better, it's good. I would prefer a 25 over a 60, because if you want to use your smartphone for a long time, you want the battery life to last a long time, charging it with a 60 watt is going to destroy the battery life very fast. So 25 for me is good. And you can also charge these devices wirelessly with 15 watt, which is good, and a reverse wireless charging 4.5 watt. Both devices the same. The S21 Ultra have a Bluetooth 5.2, while the S21 Plus have a Bluetooth 5.0. And I'm a huge fan of the Bluetooth 5.2 because the connection is much better. Even the connection range is much longer and better than the 5.0. And other specifications about these two smartphones are completely the same. Like, they both have stereo speakers, there is no headphone jack, Wi-Fi, GPS, NFC, USB Type-C, IP68 rating, Samsung DeX, Samsung Pay, they're all the same. Everything else between these two smartphones are completely the same. The only sections where we have huge differences are the cameras, the display, and obviously the price. But it's going to be based on you guys to decide what you want to do with this smartphone. And I'm going to say, if you are a content creator, if you're buying this phone for making videos, taking a lot of videos, taking a lot of photos, then the Ultra is the best option for you. But if you're buying it for simple content consumption, checking emails, making calls, texting, browsing the net, normal usage, then the S21 Plus is very fine. But it's up to you guys to decide. And also your budget. If you got the money, go for the Ultra. There is nothing better than the Ultra. And that's all about this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think about these two smartphones. Is there anything that I didn't mention in this video? Let me know. And until then, see you into the next one. Peace.